Hey guys.
Hey guys.
So we're back in North Carolina. We have Saba with us here in her sling, and we are going for a walk on one of our favorite trails at the Carl Sandburg home.
We sure are.
And yeah, we're just gonna enjoy some nature and talk to you guys about what's going on a little bit here.
Got that right. So Sarah and I are both feeling a little punchy. We have been on the go, like many of you guys will know, since Christmas Eve. Our apartment, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Our apartment on Christmas Eve had a big flood, like the sprinkler system burst, and we have been on the go. We were up in New Jersey, now we're back in North Carolina, but we are still dealing with this apartment problem.
Yes, and we will still be dealing with it for at least a couple more weeks.
Couple more weeks, yeah.
Least.
And it is very challenging at times, of course. We are trying to be as positive and optimistic as possible. We're trying to not fall victim. Well, we're trying to basically not become victims, and we're looking at it as an opportunity to to persevere and get stronger. So we are doing that, and we just know, that whatever will come our way, we'll be able to handle it, but we're just doing our best to be positive and optimistic and just keep on going.
Yeah. So the situation as it is right now is that the sprinklers were semi-repaired, and there's more to be done with those. And then we're not sure how they're going to fix the ceiling and the carpets. We're not sure if they're replacing them or if they're just gonna like paint over them. So because we're not sure what they're going to be doing, how they're going to be doing it, there's still also the chance that we might have to move out of our apartment and where we don't know, right?
Right, and it's an apartment that we just really, really love too, which is very frustrating because, there's of course that uncertainty, like what will the next one be like,
and yeah, definitely that uncertainty is one of the hard parts when you don't choose it and it just happens and you're not sure what's going to happen. It's a challenge, and so one of the things that has been really helpful to me is we try to stay positive, but we don't stop ourselves from feeling our true emotions. Which way do you want to go?
We'll go this way, I guess.
Okay. So, we allow ourselves to talk about what's stressing us out and how we're feeling. And, I might have shed a couple tears, but how we make it through that is to not dwell on those emotions. And also, something that really helps me out is to kind of whittle down to what the real stressor is. So for example, we still had some things in our closet in the master bedroom, and we know that they might be coming in to make repairs. So rather than worrying about any of our stuff getting ruined, what we're doing instead is, okay, we have space in the rest of our apartment, we can move that stuff out.
Yeah,
so we did it.
Yep.
Right.
Got it out of there.
That is one less stress that we have right now.
Yeah, so if people come in and they've got their muddy work boots and they're cutting down drywall, it's not landing on our stuff. Right.
So just identifying what it really is that we're worried about, and then, okay, what can we do about that one thing? And then do that one thing. And we have a list of some of those things that we're going to be doing. That has been super helpful to avoid being, extra stressed out.
Yeah, for sure, I would say is taking action.
Yes.
If you just sit there, you're gonna worry. Things are gonna pop up, you're gonna think about stuff. But if you busy yourself with solving problems, whatever small or large they could be, it is forward motion, makes you feel better, makes you feel productive, and like you're taking control of your life. So that's something that we are definitely doing a lot of.
And it's so helpful.
It's very helpful. So one of the things that, hold on please, hold please. So one of the main things, probably the main thing that's stressing me out in this situation is what to do with all the stuff. I mean, Sarah and I are both safe, Saba's safe. We were able to grab suitcases full of the clothes that we really used when it all first happened. We got a bunch of stuff and we got out of there. And it was great. It was so little to worry about. But then when we've come back to the house, to the apartment, and see that it's still being affected, all this stuff just feels like a massive, massive anchor. A lot of things I haven't even looked at in years, and we've always dabbled with minimalism, but I feel like this might be a moment to really embrace it, because it's always been a stress. I've been worried about this happening for years even. So what we've been doing is today we've been going through all of our stuff and we're breaking it into 3 categories. What do we want to keep? What do we want to donate? What do we want to throw away? And it's been very helpful to just be focusing on that and just, again, like taking action, just, okay, this is a stressor. What can I do about it? And we're doing it. So we're really just trying to eliminate all the clutter, you know, get rid of the clutter first and then know what we really have and then systematically go through. And maybe it's just today I'm going to get rid of 3 books that I don't read anymore. And then the next day, okay, I haven't worn this sweater in a long time, I'm going to get rid of that. But one thing that we're doing to maintain the positivity and just move forward is, think of it, this is an opportunity, right? I remember when it first happened, I was kind of sometimes feeling sorry for myself and saying, well, why did this happen to me? And I remember there's even like a Lord of the Rings quote when one of the hobbits says to Gandalf, nerding out on you guys real quick here, he says, why did this happen to me? And Gandalf said, all people say that when these sorts of things happen to them. So thinking about why did it happen to me, maybe it's happening to me because there's a greater purpose later on where this is an opportunity to get rid of the stuff now, you know, and just clear myself of it so that way I'm open to being able to travel more, or, you know, not worrying about stuff so much, or simply like this, if something bad happens, I can pack up what I need real quick and get out of there without being stressed and worried about it. So looking for it to be an opportunity, doing things about it.
So the next point is one that Saba is actually a master at.
She sure is.
It is that in this moment, right now, right here, everything's okay. You know, we are healthy, we're not injured, we are, you know, doing all right, we're here together.
Yeah.
And for that moment, at least, you can relax and not let it stress you out, not let the situation stress you out. And Saba helps remind us, because we'll be talking and being stressed maybe, and then we look over at Saba and she's taking a cute little nap. Yeah. And it's just like, oh look, Saba is okay. She's reminding us to relax and not be so worried about what's happening in this moment. Take a little break, give yourself a little break, and it'll be okay.
So the situation is reminding me of a perfect example of this. When Saba first went blind, we took her to the vet, and they told us that, you know, she had this degenerative disease and her retinas weren't going to recover. And we both were in the apartment and we were just like very upset. We were crying about it, you know, very emotional. And we looked down, and in between us, Saba was just laying on her back, full out, taking a nap. She didn't even care. You know, so she was already over it. She was already adapting. And we just took that present moment to just reflect on that. And we moved forward also. We said, okay, what can we do to help her with this affliction? How can we move forward? And it's been great ever since. It's been a challenge ever since, but it's been okay. And we've always worked with it, and great. And we've had her for 7 years after that, you know, so. And
she's been happy and fine, and but from that moment on, we were committed to not making it a bad situation. We were going to try to. It was maybe,
it was maybe one of the most profound life lessons I'd ever had. And
brought on by little Saba.
Little babe. My spiritual guru. Saba the dog. I think one of the biggest things about what we're going through right now is probably always every human being I think that I've ever known on some level has difficulty dealing with change. And that's what's happened in this moment, right? We were just living in our nice little apartment and a big change came, and now we have to deal with that change. And I remember, if you could see over my shoulder right here, this used to be one of our favorite lakes that we would always go to. And at the beginning of summer, the dam burst and the whole thing drained and it didn't look the same anymore. And Sarah and I were both very upset about it. It was one of our favorite places. It had a beautiful reflection on it. If you go back and look at our Sandburg video, you'll see how gorgeous it was. But change can also be positive things, because if you look right here, there's a nice little, tiny little waterfall that has formed that was never there before, and now it is. So, you know, sometimes change can happen, but it can sometimes happen for the best, and if not for the best, it can still be okay, and some new beauty, some new awesome things will come about, and you just move forward and you continue on. So one thing that has really been helping us get through all this is all of the wonderful, supportive comments that you guys have been leaving.
Yes.
We sit there every night, we read them, and it makes us feel good. Yeah. We read them in the morning when we're stressed out, it makes us feel even better, and gives us the energy to get up, keep going, keep doing it. So even though we haven't had a chance to respond to any of them, just please know that we are reading every single one, and we love it. We're so happy about this community that's growing. We know so many friendly names and friendly voices in the comment section. We really appreciate it, and it keeps us going, so thank you.
Thanks guys, we really love reading your comments.
So we're gonna end this episode here today. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow, guys.
Bye guys.
Bye-bye, take care. I just gotta remember that everything in this moment is okay.